Hello, and welcome to Basic Bedroom Guitar. I'm your host. In today's lesson, we'll be talking about the major scale, how it works, and why it's important. So the major scale is the first mode of a given key. Its name is the Ionian mode, but we'll discuss modes in a different video. Just keep this in mind. So a major scale begins on the tonic, which is the home note or the root note. It's the note that is going to resolve the scale. For this video, let's use the C major scale. The C major scale is one of the easiest to learn because it contains no sharps or flats. It begins on C, which would be the tonic note. Then you have D, E, F, G, A, B, and then B is followed by the tonic again, so then it repeats itself and it resolves. It's cyclical. The tonic note can also be denoted as a Roman numeral 1. The second note would be 2. The third note would be 3. The fourth note, 4. The fifth is 5. The sixth is 6. And the seventh is 7. However, we'll put an asterisk here because if we were going to build a chord off of this note, it would be a diminished chord, or it would have a flat 5 note. However, that's not important for this lesson, just another thing to keep in mind for later. Another way that the scale can be notated is with the use of whole steps and half steps, or the distance between the notes. So the distance between the first note, the tonic, and the second note would be a whole step, which we'll put as a W for whole. The distance between the second note and the third note be a whole step again. The third note and the fourth note is a half step, which we'll put as an H for half. Between the fourth note and the fifth note, it's a whole step. The fifth note and the sixth note is a whole step. The sixth note and the seventh note is a whole step. And then if we go back to the tonic, the distance between these notes is a half step. So what does this mean for your playing? Well, here we have a representation of the fretboard going from the nut all the way to the 12th fret, which is 1 octave higher than the note played at the nut. So if we were going to notate the C major scale, we would start at the C note closest to the nut, which means that it would be this note right here, or the note played on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Now if we went up 1 whole step, which would be 2 half steps, we'd have a note right here, which is a D note on the 5th fret of the 5th string. Now we go up another whole note, and we have an E note on the 7th fret of the 5th string. We go up 1 half step, and we have an F note on the 8th fret of the 5th string. Up a whole step, we have a G note, up another whole step, and we have an A note, which is the same note on the open string. If we were to keep going, we would find that if you were to jump another whole step, you'd find a B note here, and then a half step would bring you back to C, 1 octave higher. Now here's where it gets interesting. You can do this on every string. So if we start at the C note, this string right here is already tuned to D, so we can play this C note, then play this one open. And since this is tuned to D, we go up 1 whole step, and this is an E note. Then we go up a half step, this is an F note. Then up a whole step, that's a G note. Then up another whole step, A, B, C, which is an octave higher than this one, or the same note that you'd find at this fret right here, which I don't have enough room for. Let me go down here to G, so we have C, D, E, F. This one open is G. Okay, so that's C, D, E, F, G. Then you have a whole step, A, another whole step, B, and a half step, C, which is an octave higher than this note C. And you can keep going. You have C, then you have D, you have E, F, G, you have A, and over here B, and then C again. Then you have G, A, B, but wait, this note is tuned to B. So you have G, A, B, there's a C note, and this C is one octave higher than this note. So you have B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. Same note, except this one's one octave higher than this note. So in learning this, it becomes apparent that there's two different ways that you can play scales. You can play them on one single string. Here you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C again at the 14th fret. Or they develop into shapes. So you have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And then here it starts over again. You have C, D, E, F, G, A, and you jump over here, B, and then C again way over here. And you can keep doing this and they develop themselves into shapes. Now the most useful and interesting thing to take away from all of this is you can do this for any scale. So here we have the G major scale. You have G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and then G again as the tonic. Now if we follow the whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step rule, we start here on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, which is a G note. We go up one whole step, we have A, another whole step, B, a half step, we have C, a whole step, D, a whole step, E, a whole step, F sharp, and if we were going to go up a half step again, it would be a G note. It would be one octave higher than this note. We can also do this. We can start at G, and we can go to A, but this note is already tuned to A, so we can go A, B, C, D, and this note is already tuned to D, so we can go A, B, C, D, E, then we go F sharp, and G. And this is one octave up here, so we're already forming this shape. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. You do it again. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And then you have A again. And these are octaves because they're tuned to the same note. This string is tuned to E, and this string is tuned to E. So you know that these scales are going to be the same, just like this. But again, you can do this for any scale, and they're always the same shapes. So I hope this video helped you get a basic understanding of the major scale. In upcoming videos, I'll get more in-depth into how to use it and different keys and chord combinations. But thanks again for tuning in to Basic Bedroom Guitar. Please like the video, comment things that you'd like to see or learn, and subscribe.